Hi, this is Ryan, and I'm your instructor for probability this term. I'm really excited to get to work with you and hope that you're looking forward to this class as well. I want to spend a little time introducing myself, tell you a little bit about who I am and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Again, I'm Ryan Cardula, and I live in Emporia, Kansas. I was a math teacher for 15 years in Emporia High School, taught everything from beginning algebra, basic math, all the way to calculus, and everything in between. I've also taught a lot of classes at local community colleges and also at several universities. I really do like online learning. I like to be able to interact with students virtually and be able to produce videos like this to share content and information. So a little bit about me. I'm married with two kids. Both my kids are now in college. It's a big step for us. One's a freshman and one's in her third year. She calls herself a senior because she has lots of credits. And plus, she's taken a lot of online classes and done a lot of extra work. So she's going to actually graduate a year early, which is a good thing. She's excited to be able to get a job and get out and work and be able to be more self-sufficient. We also have a dog, and we have actually two dogs. We have a Cocker Spaniel, and we also have a Golden Retriever. The Golden Retriever is our first experience with a big dog. So if you always had little dogs and then you transition to a big dog, you're going to kind of know what I'm talking about. Big dogs are big. They have lots of needs. So that's a little bit about me. I'm looking forward to reading the introductions about you. So I want to spend a little time with the course and going over some of the things in Blackboard that you need to make sure you pay attention to. The first spot I want to point out to you is announcements. The announcements are where I'm going to post announcements for the course. I'll typically post at least 2 announcements every week. I'll do one on Monday, which will include a video like this, and I'll do a follow-up on Thursday. The follow-up will be for a number of reasons. It'll to maybe do some error correction based on homework that's been submitted or discussion board comments and questions. So it could be a number of things. It could be general reminders about things that are coming up. So you'll see 2, one on Monday probably and one on Thursday. I'll do the best I can to get those done on a regular basis. Next thing is some policies. I want you to be able to know where the policies are in here. So let's look on policies. I would make sure you run through these policies. We've got plagiarism and we got participation policies, expectations. I'll actually have another announcement about participation on discussion boards. That's important. You probably this week you'll have one, I believe, the introduction. You will also have then the following week you'll have 2. Usually every week you'll have 2. So you're required to make an initial post by Wednesday. And that post needs to be well done, needs to be well written, needs to be more than 1 or 2 sentences. We're talking about paragraphs, information, and we're talking about citing your sources. The expectation is that if you state some information, you need to make sure you cite it in correct APA format. So there'll be more on that as we move forward. Our first real announcements aren't due till week 2, so there'll be more on that. So make sure you read through that. I print that off and read it. The syllabus, we have a syllabus for this course, so make sure you read through the syllabus. There's some things here about the course. There's assignments and activities. This one kind of gives you the overview or multiple pages of what assignments are coming due. The next one is discussions. Actually, let's go back up here. You have an e-text. Weekly materials is important. This is where you go every week to look and see what you're going to do. Like for week 1, if you click on week 1, an introduction to probability, this will give you all the information you need to know about what you need to do. So I'd go through all these different pages and read through them. I'd print them off, read through them, use your highlighter and pencil to mark them up, take notes, things like that. So if you go through this, there's videos in there, there's links to read, there's things that you should do. Page 6 has the assignments of what you're going to be doing. It talks about discussion boards, so I'd actually make sure you actually start with 6, print it off first, read through it so you know exactly what the expectations are for that week. And then here's your week 1 problems. Then it talks you through the different problems. And all of the work is due Sunday at midnight. 11:59 p.m. is a good cutoff. If your work is submitted after midnight Central Time at 12:30, it's late, and it'll be deducted 10 or 20% based on what the guidance of the course is. So make sure you're not late. That's weekly materials. The assignments, It's another place you can go to print off assignments like week 1 problems. You can print those off. That's where you actually submit your work, is right here. Discussion boards. This is where you'll go to complete the discussion boards. And there's a couple things of interest in here. First one is your course cafe questions for the instructor. If you have problems, you need help, you can do a couple of things. You can email me, which I'll put my email address on the bottom of this first announcement, or you could put your questions in the cafe. I will look at those very regularly. I actually use Blackboard on my phone, so I respond to a lot and read a lot on my phone. So I'm pretty regular and pretty available when it comes to Blackboard and discussion boards. So your first discussion is introductions. So if you click on introductions, here's a couple of introductions. You see one person's already done it, so you'll put your introductions in there. Make sure they're well thought out. They're written well, and again, they're more than 1 or 2 sentences. Really go in and spend a little time on that. Make it good, because this is how you're going to get to know each other. Because in a virtual class, we won't do a lot of face-to-face things. You'll interact with each other via through the discussion boards and through videos. Another important thing for you to look at is mathematical problems. So this is a rubric that I'll try to use to grade your work and give you feedback. As far as your assignments, some students have typed their work. All I really expect is that your work is handwritten, it's neat, it's well organized, it's spaced out. Don't try to cram everything on one page. Make sure you label which problem is which so I can understand it and figure out where your work is. It takes me long enough to grade things that are organized. If other things are unorganized and have to search around, it's hard to find the problem. So what I'd recommend is that you number your problem, you box your answer, you number each page. So if you have page 1, so if it was me, I'd do Cardula page 1, put my name on it and put page 1 after my name. Then I'd go do page 2. And then you need to scan those and upload them as PDF files. And then I'll grade them and I'll give you feedback on them. So again, there's really no need to type them. Also, some kids do, some students do. You don't have to. Just make sure they're neat, they're well written, they're organized, and your answers are boxed, and I can find things easily. Because it's hard enough if I have to search around to find things. So that's things about the class. Now, as far as week 1, we're going to start out in week 1 with the study of probability. It's a study prediction. In the first chapter, you'll do a lot of introductory viewpoints. You'll do an introduction to probability and discrete data, and all this is in the weekly assignments. So then your assignments, you're going to do some required reading. There's several things for you to read and watch in the announcements. In the assignments. You'll view the articles and resources. You'll participate in the introduction discussion board. Please get that done soon. Don't wait till the last minute to do your discussion boards. There's nothing worse than waiting till Sunday at 11 o'clock to do your discussion boards. Your initial post is due on Wednesday. Make sure you get it done. Then after that, you need to follow up on at least 2 others. And that follow-up should happen between Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. You should not wait till Sunday evening to get the follow-up post done. Then make sure you get your weekly problems done and get those submitted before Sunday at midnight or 11:59. So again, this is Ryan. If you have questions, please reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to visit with you and help you out. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you be as successful as possible in this course. Like I said, just reach out and I'll work through the problems with you. It's going to be nice to meet you, and I look forward to working with you in this class, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.